Welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited that you can join us today. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping announcements. The first, your camera and microphone are off, so we cannot see or hear you. Second, you can use the Q&A feature to type your questions to our presenters at any point throughout our session today. Third, this is just one of many different sessions that we're offering, so feel free to visit our registration site to sign up for additional sessions. And finally, this presentation is being recorded and you'll have access to that recording by visiting the website on your screen. With all that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our first presenter from Palmer College of Chiropractic.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. My name is Emily Danger, and I'm an admissions counselor here at Palmer College of Chiropractic. And so as we begin, I wanted to just take this time to kind of introduce you guys to the world of chiropractic, let you know what it is, a little bit about our admissions process and what we offer here at Palmer. Palmer was the founding college of chiropractic. So chiropractic itself as a profession was founded 126 years ago right here in Davenport, Iowa at Palmer College. So by D.D. Palmer. He then later opened the college that we know today as Palmer College of Chiropractic. So just a little bit about what chiropractic is. Chiropractic, of course, is a spinal adjustment that focuses on the spine and other joints of the body. So extremities, back, neck, elbows, wrists, all different areas of the body our chiropractors are able to adjust. And those are how they connect to the nervous system. So you can see in the photo there, we have one of our students delivering an adjustment, and those are used to help restore proper joint function and alignment and help support our nervous system. The best part about chiropractic care is that it does not use any drugs or surgery, so non-invasive, and we believe that the body has the innate ability to heal itself. Next, I'll chat just a little bit about what you can expect through our Doctor of Chiropractic program. So it is 3 1/3 years, which equals 10 trimesters for us. We go all year round in school. So year one, we really spend a lot of time focusing on the sciences. So where is it at? How does it function? How does it work? So as you're looking at those prerequisites, which we'll get to later, a lot of the stuff that we focus on is, of course, the biology, the chemistry of the body, and the human anatomy and physiology and makeup. So for those of you who are maybe exercise science or kinesiology majors, those classes like biomechanics and kines, those are really good courses for you to have. But with that first year, we really take a deep dive into everything that you've learned in your undergraduate career in the sciences. We're going to take it up a level, and then we're going to put a chiropractic focus on it. So that's what you can expect in year one. We're also going to start getting hands-on as early as your first day here at Palmer in our clubs and organizations, as well as you're going to see a couple classes here called palpation. And then you'll also see where is it at? So we have palpation and then subluxation analysis. Those are going to be in your first year. As we head to year two, that's really when you're going to take a deep dive into the technique. So here at Palmer, we teach 5 to 7 main techniques in the core curriculum. So in our curriculum basis here, you're going to see classes like pelvic technique, cervical, thoracolumbar. Now, those aren't the name of the techniques, but those are the areas of the body that we're going to focus on and the techniques associated with them. So lots of hands-on experience. You're also going to learn how to take and read your own radiological reports, do physicals for your patients, nutrition, weight management. There's so many different areas that chiropractors can focus on. So you'll be learning those throughout the program as well. And then we also incorporate philosophy woven throughout the curriculum. So you'll see that if you look on our website. In try 1, you have philosophy, try 3, try 5, try 11, or try 10, you're going to have all the philosophies in there. And then as we head to year 3 1/3, so that would be your trimester 7, that's when you're going to do your student clinic hours. And then you will head to our outpatient clinic, which here at Palmer, we have the largest outpatient clinic in the US, and we see over 70,000 patients per year right here in Davenport. So that is when you're going to get all of the clinical experience in our clinics. Next, I'll go ahead and chat just a little bit about our admissions requirements. Out of all of the healthcare professions, I feel like ours are probably the least stressful. So we're just looking for you to have 90 college credits or more. from an accredited institution. Of those 90, we're looking for 24 sciences, half with lab, including chemistry, biology, anatomy and physiology, and a 3.0. If for some reason you don't meet one of these buckets here that we have explained, no problem. We have lots of different pathways to Palmer, and our job here isn't just to turn everybody away. We want to help you get there. So we'll definitely coach you in the areas that you may be missing anything from. All right, so next and last, I would encourage you to come and visit us on our beautiful main campus. We do have 3 locations, the main campus here in Davenport, Iowa. We also have one in Port Orange, Florida, and then San Jose, California. So all 3 wonderful Palmer locations are available to students. I personally work out of our Iowa campus. We'd love to have you. We have lots of new construction. We just opened a 22,000 square foot integrated learning commons, a $1 million renovated student union. We have a brand new 140 bed apartment complex that'll be opening next summer, as well as a brand new athletic field. We have brand new anatomy, dry and wet labs coming. Lots of advanced technology in the world, focusing on cadavers and the spine, the body, everything that you guys would be interested in as you look to become a chiropractor. We also have a really fantastic visit program for our students. So if you're interested in visiting our campus, we do have a reimbursement program where we offer $300 for your travel, up to $150 for one guest, and then we can accommodate up to 2 nights in a hotel. So definitely a good reason to come check us out and check out where chiropractic was founded. So with that, if you guys have any questions, my name is Emily Danger. I'm happy to answer those for you. My contact is on the screen, and you can always feel free to reach out at any time. So thank you so much, you guys. And Miss Jasmine, I think we're ready to go.
Thank you so much, Palmer. Up next, we have St. Ambrose University.
Okay, I think we're ready to roll here. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Hopefully you can hear me well. My name is Jill Holubetz, and I am a senior admissions counselor at St. Ambrose University. And there are 4 of us, 4 admissions counselors who cover the state of Illinois. So it might be me that you work with as your admissions counselor, or it might be one of the other 3 admissions counselors as well. But I'm here today to talk about St. Ambrose and provide you with a little bit more information. So just as Palmer College of Chiropractic is located in Davenport, Iowa, so are we. Palmer just happens to be right down the road from us as well. So we are right on the border between Illinois and Iowa. If you are, or perhaps are not familiar with the Quad Cities area, there's 2 cities on the Iowa side, Davenport and Bettendorf, and 3 cities on the Illinois side, Rock Island, Moline, and East Moline. Our campus is a small campus. We are located just upriver from the downtown area. But you can see the downtown area of Davenport in that picture there. You can see it is on the Mississippi River, with plenty of things for our students to do when they decide to go off campus. St. Ambrose is a private Catholic comprehensive university, and I'll touch on each of those a little bit. But we have about an average of 20 students per class. Total enrollment at St. Ambrose is just around 3,000 students. That's why we're able to keep our class sizes smaller. That total number of 3,000 students does include students in our graduate programs. So we have about 2,300 students at the undergraduate level and about 700 students at the graduate level. We are proud of our 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. What that means for you as a student: smaller class sizes, closer relationships with your faculty members. 100% of our courses are taught by faculty, not by teaching assistants, not by graduate assistants. So you are investing a lot of money in your education. Know that you will be learning from experts in their field who have lots of experience and are continuing to do research as well. As I mentioned, we are a comprehensive university, and what that means for you is that we offer bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and doctoral degrees. For our bachelor's degree programs, the most popular programs would include anything that falls under the business umbrella, all of our health and human services, criminal justice, and forensic psychology. We do happen to be one of only a handful of institutions across the country to offer forensic psychology as a major, education, and engineering as well. Academic resources. So because of that smaller class size, you're going to be incredibly supported by your faculty members. But if you find yourself to be in a position where you need some additional assistance outside of the classroom setting, we offer our Student Success Center that offers free tutoring, writing support, supplemental instruction for free for all of our students. The Accessibility Resource Center provides additional accommodations for students who have a documented disability, whether that is long-term, short-term. You would work with a case manager in the ARC. Your academic advisor will work with you during all of your time at St. Ambrose to ensure that you are completing your coursework on time. And then our Career Center is there to help advise you when you're ready to leave and you're ready to go out into the world and secure employment. They are there to help with resume writing, interviewing skills, application processes, and so on. On campus, our students are just as involved outside of the classroom as they are in the classroom. We have over 100 student-led clubs and organizations on campus, and those can range from academic and professional clubs and organizations, cultural clubs and organizations, honor societies. Part of being Ambrosian and attending St. Ambrose is giving back to the community in the form of community service. And our Wellness and Recreation Center offers all sorts of activities, club and intramural sports as well. We also offer study abroad programs. So for those of you who are considering taking your education outside of the classroom, whether that be outside of the US, there are some programs as well in the US, more like service learning programs, but we do have over 25 established programs in different countries, and those experiences can range from short-term to long-term study abroad options. We are proud members of the NAIA. You can see all of our athletics listed there on the screen. Our newest sport is starting this year, men's wrestling, and we are able to offer athletic scholarships for recruited athletes as well. We also offer a robust fine arts program with scholarships available for students planning to pursue or simply participate in the arts, art, music, and theater. In terms of cost and aid, you can see our costs listed there. All of our merit scholarships are awarded upon admission. If you have a 2.5 or higher unweighted GPA, you are able to apply test optional and you will be considered for a merit award ranging from $13,000 to $25,000 per year, in addition to other financial aid opportunities. We are on the Common Application and we have our own school specific application. So if you are in the midst of the application process, consider St.
And our next presenter is Augustana College.
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right, everybody, welcome. My name is Jill Homerding, and I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions here at Augustana College. I'm also actually a graduate of Augustana, so I'm really excited to tell you guys all about Augustana. So welcome virtually. And all right, so the past two presenters have talked about the Quad Cities. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. We're located here in Rock Island, Illinois, which is a part of the Quad Cities. Rock Island and Moline are on the Illinois side, and then Davenport and Bettendorf are across the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River cuts the Quad Cities going east and west. So we're one big metropolitan area of about 400,000 students, or excuse me, 400,000 people. So that's really nice because Augustana students have lots of professional opportunities to intern, to participate in clinical experiences. But there's also a lot to explore. So the QCA has a vibrant fine arts community. There's tons of music festivals, cultural festivals. We have a minor league baseball team, the Quad City River Bandits, and we also have a minor league hockey team, the QC Storm. So again, all of our students are able to explore, but also, have tons of great professional opportunities as well. So for some of our facts and figures, we have a little over 2,500 students on campus, which we feel is just the right size. There's always new faces to meet and new opportunities, but everyone is treated as an individual. Having that smaller class population, we're able to maintain small class sizes. As you can see, our student to faculty ratio is 11:1. Our average class size is 18, which is an important hallmark of an Augustana education, that our faculty, get to know our students and vice versa, but faculty form those mentoring relationships. With smaller class sizes and a lot of faculty, we're also able to offer a lot of academic programs. So we have over 90 areas of study. We definitely focus on the humanities here at Augustana, as we're a small liberal arts and sciences school. Some of our larger majors, more popular majors, are business and also biology and the health sciences. So we offer pre-med, pre-PA, pre-PT, pre-OT. We have a new program in kinesiology and public health, neuroscience. So lots and lots of different health related areas. With our strong foundation in the sciences, but students don't have to declare a major until their sophomore year. So everybody does come in and take a broad array of different classes. We have what we call our gen eds, which we call our learning perspectives. So you do get to experience a lot of other areas before you have to declare a major. And actually 44% of our students do choose to double major. So just something to note. And then we are very committed to excellence, both inside and outside of the classroom. So here are some representations of that. We rank top 10 among all NCAA institutions of academic All-Americans produced, and #1 in the state of Illinois. 1 in 3 of our students are varsity athletes. About a quarter are involved in fine arts. So if you're interested in theater, music, art, you don't have to be a major to be a part of a fine arts ensemble on campus, which is really awesome. And then we have a lot of other leadership groups, clubs and organizations. Most academic majors have their own club, cultural and faith-based groups, intramural sports. So there's always something going on campus. We have a very, very active, engaged student body where our students are getting involved on campus. At Augustana, we also hope that all of our students are able to have an off-campus opportunity to give them a well-rounded experience. And so a lot of those options are available to students, but there are additional costs that come with those experiences. And so we want to remove those obstacles. So back in 2010, we started Augie Choice. Augie Choice is essentially a program that gives every student on campus $2,000 to be used for an internship, a research experience, or a study abroad or away experience. So, this could be, through your academic area, giving yourself a real world lens through an internship, or traveling the world, or even you could travel with the athletic team you're a part of maybe, or the fine arts ensemble. They do travel internationally. So really, it's just kind of fun to start thinking about what you might use your $2,000 for to kind of help in that experience for you. And then kind of switching gears to some X's and O's. If you're thinking Augustana might be a good fit for you after hearing a little bit more about what we offer, you can apply through the Common App, but we also have our own Augustana app. And then most of our applicants are applying by November 1st. And if you apply by then, you will receive a decision no later than December 20th. And we're also, when we're reviewing our applications, the materials that we require are the application itself, of course, the transcript from your high school, and also we require your secondary school report, which your high school counselor should be familiar with that document and be able to send that to us. But then some supplemental materials, so not required, but if you'd like to have a teacher send you a letter of rec or send us a letter of rec, that's totally okay. And then also you'll see our ACT and SAT scores are also supplemental materials. We've been test optional since 2007, and that's something we're really, really proud of, because we know that you're more than just one test score that you took on a Saturday, that you woke up maybe with a migraine, or you have test anxiety, or whatever it may be. We feel that a better way to see how students are going to perform in college is kind of their 4 years in high school and what they're doing academically and outside of the classroom too. So we're test optional. You do not have to apply with your test score. But if you're proud of your test score and you'd like to send it in, you certainly can. Just know we are test optional. Then you'll see another supplemental material is an interview. So this is really just I don't like to say interview because I think of a job interview, but it's really just a casual 15-20 minute conversation with one of us to talk about your goals and your interests and what your experience has been like in high school, so we can help connect you with resources on campus and see how you'd be a good fit at Augie. So that's another supplemental material. And so thank you guys for coming. Feel free to visit our campus and reach out to anybody in the admissions office. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Augustana. Up next, we have St. Mary's College.
Hi, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Lindsay Romeo, and I'm one of the 3 reps that we have in admission for the Chicagoland area and then also the Illinois area. So we also have Anna. She is a regional rep and lives in the city. And then Kara, who covers our west and west suburbs. And then I cover kind of the south and southwest area. So just a little bit about St. Mary's. We have just under 1,600 students. You guys can see we get a lot of students from out of state. We have about 40 states and territories represented and even 6 countries represented. So we actually have each one of our 10 counselors has a different territory across the country. And then we also have an international counselor, and she travels to parts of Asia and South America. We were founded in 1844, about 2 years after Notre Dame. We're kind of like our brother school. We have an individualized educational experience. So what that means at St. Mary's is that from the days you start working with admission to your days as a belle for your 4 years of college to even your days as an alumna, everything will be personalized to you and tailored to you. So whether it's picking out your major, whether it's the clubs and everything that you're involved in, it'll all be catered and tailored to you. So our average class size is about 16 students. Our student to faculty ratio is about 9-to-1. You guys can see some cool stats on here. We have 95% of our recent grads are either employed full-time or they're enrolled in some type of graduate school program. So probably half our grads dive right into their career, right into the workforce, and then the other half go into either medical school, law school, pursuing their MBA. And you guys can see we have about, actually it's 60 plus, we haven't updated this yet, 60 plus academic programs for students to choose from majors, minors, and then different concentrations. So we do have a dual degree program with Notre Dame, and it's a 5-year program. Your first 4 years are at a combination between Notre Dame and St. Mary's, and then the last year is completely at Notre Dame. So you graduate with a degree in engineering from Notre Dame, and then either a degree in computer science or chemistry from St. Mary's. We also have a speech language pathology program that we've recently added. We do have 4+1 programs with all of our graduate programs for students. So we have graduate programs in autism studies, speech pathology, nursing science, and all of those are now 4+1 programs. And that was done in the last year. We also have a student design major. So if you're looking at all of our majors and you're not maybe finding what you're looking for, the student design major is basically a tailor-made major for you, combining all of our different majors, different programs, different classes that you're taking across all of our 60 plus academic programs. So those are all kind of our most unique majors. Nursing is very popular, education, business. We have a lot of pre-professional programs that we offer students as well. So pre-vet, pre-optometry, pre-med, pre-dentistry, whatever it might be. And so we are a women's college, we're a Catholic college. We're definitely proud to be a women's college. I know sometimes it's not the first thing students think of, but we do have a very strong connection with Notre Dame across the street, Holy Cross next door, and all 3 colleges make up the tri-campus community. So we just wanted to include some fun stats about women's colleges as a whole. St. Mary's obviously being included in these numbers, but you can see more grads from women's colleges go on to complete a grad degree, 51% versus 27%, and then more feel prepared for their jobs when they graduate as alumni from their women's college. And we love that St. Mary's is a women's college. We feel that students benefit and have all the benefits of it being a women's college, but they also have the best of both worlds with Notre Dame and Holy Cross kind of being right across the street as well. So we call it kind of the tri-campus community with all 3 colleges. Students can share campuses essentially. So you guys can buy Notre Dame football tickets. You can be part of any clubs or organizations over at Notre Dame and Holy Cross and vice versa. They can participate in anything that we offer too. So you occasionally may have a Notre Dame student or a Holy Cross student in one of your classes. we have 510 clubs and organizations just combined between all 3 colleges. So if there are things that you guys are doing now that you want to do in college or wondering if we have that, definitely check out the list. Our list is all online and it kind of talks about each club and what they do. And then we are Catholic. So our faith is important to us here. We're definitely open to all faiths, and we're probably about 60% Catholic. So we have students of all faiths here. We do have kind of a prayer or reflection area in all of the residence halls. Students can be Eucharistic ministers. They can do service work. About 80% of our students do some type of service work. So if that's something you want to do either in the local community, maybe you want to go abroad and do service work, that's definitely an option that you have at St. Mary's. And then we are NCAA Division III for athletics. And over half of our students study abroad as well. So that's something that's really popular at St. Mary's. You can see the students in Ireland here. We have a lot of different time frames that you can go abroad. So typically students will go a semester in their sophomore year, but we do have year-long programs. We have a summer break program that's a couple months long, and then fall and spring break programs, which are a week long. And we always are encouraging students to do this in college if it's something that they want to do. You'll take a full load of classes during your time abroad, so it won't set you back in terms of graduation or anything like that. And you'll also get to really see the place that you're visiting during the evenings, and then you'll have the weekends to really explore that. And then just quickly about the application process, this is everything that you guys will need. All the dates and deadlines are here. You can find all this information online. We did go test optional, so you guys can apply the same way, just without your test scores if you'd like. And then just a few quick ways to stay engaged there. Thank you.
Thank you, St. Mary's. Up next, we have Iowa State University. Iowa State. It looks like Iowa is connecting their audio at the moment, but they will be our next presenter. I'm sorry, Kelly, you are on mute.
Sorry about that. All right. Okay, I think we finally got it there. Sorry about that. Hi, I'm Kelly Allen. I'm one of 2 senior admission counselors in Illinois that work with families in this area. I'm based in the northwest suburbs, and my colleague Giannis Padro lives in the city. So the 2 of us take care of families and students from this area. Illinoisans are the 2nd biggest group on campus, so it's definitely a fun thing to know that should you decide to come to Iowa State, you will trip over somebody from somewhere in the Chicago area every day of your life on campus should you come. Iowa State is a pedestrian campus. It's a decent sized place, but it's also very easy to get around, which is kind of nice. Everything you can get to on campus on foot, easily an average 15-minute walk from side to side. And then it's also a place that you can be involved in research if you want to. We're a Carnegie One doctoral research university. So that's a part of what you want to be involved in. You certainly can during your time at Iowa State. Ames is just north of Des Moines. That's where our campus is located, just straight north of Des Moines. Drive time from the Chicago area to campus is roughly 4.5 to 6 hours, depending on where you're leaving from. So it's very easy to get to campus as well. Kind of a cruise control, easy drive to get from anywhere in the Chicago area to campus. We're also located in a pretty neat spot too, that we have a lot of other larger metro areas not too far from us. Just north of us, about 3.5 hours time, is the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and about 3.5 hours south is Kansas City. So you can kind of see a lot of things that we have very close to us that give you the opportunity for internships and co-ops and different things like that as well. We're pretty proud about a lot of things to do with the university. Our full name is actually Iowa State University of Science and Technology. So that's kind of our claim to fame for sure, but we're kind of a quirky S&T school. Oftentimes S&T schools are largely 75 to 90% engineering and science, which we do have for sure, but we also have some kind of unique things too that we'll touch on in a little bit as well. About 91% of our students have a full-time job or gone on to graduate school or professional school or into the military within 6 months of graduation. Also have some pretty great things to offer to students as far as college fairs or career fairs. All 6 of the undergraduate colleges, and I'll touch on that in a second, have at least 1, if not 2 career fairs per year, where students get to be involved in those activities and meet people from industry right there on campus. We currently have a population of 30,000 students on campus, about 25,000 of those are undergraduates. All 50 states are represented, and we also have kind of a unique thing too. I talk about being quirky. One thing people don't know is our top 5 program in apparel merchandising and design, which you wouldn't think we'd have at a place like us, but it's kind of a great thing to know. Lots and lots of ways to be involved too. Being the size of campus that we are, we have more than 900 clubs and activities, great places for people to be involved. More than 4,000 students being involved as leaders in different facilities on campus. Studying abroad, thankfully, is coming back online with things being a little bit more accessible internationally. We have a lot of ways that students can be involved in learning communities, which are places where students either be in a cohort of classes with other people in the same major or areas of study, or living with them as well. Plenty of places to be involved in the intramural sports, kind of a rabid passion for that on campus as well. And you can be involved in an honors program right away from your freshman year, should you want to. I alluded to those 6 undergraduate colleges. All of these are the academic colleges: agriculture and life science, business, design, engineering, human sciences, which is also home to the School of Education, and liberal arts and sciences, which is home to the Greenlee School of Journalism. So 2 schools, 6 colleges, and more than 100 programs to study in. Lots of things to choose from, and more than 50 some of these majors are STEM programs. STEM being science, technology, engineering, and math. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this if you would like, but you can find this on our website too. Lots of ways that you can access for students to talk to people in those colleges. We don't set that aside for a certain time, so you can always be in touch with them should you want to. I had alluded to the fact that we are very much a pedestrian campus, and this is kind of a place you come to build your home. We don't require that students live on campus. It kind of pains me to say as a mom, but we do have more than 97% of our freshmen do live on campus. There's 17 different buildings. 2 of them are set up like suites. The other 15 set up like your traditional residence hall settings. Upper division housing for students as they get older in like junior and senior status. About 14% of our students are involved in the Greek community, in sororities and fraternities, and plenty of off-campus housing as well. And you do have lots of places to eat. More than 20 different dining sessions centers, you can take advantage of. Those can be convenience stores, coffee shops, the 5 main dining centers on campus. You'd have to work very hard to go hungry on campus. Kind of touching on what we need to have from you if you want to apply to Iowa State. We look exclusively at academics. Everything is objective. There's nothing subjective that we take from you. So we don't need essays or recommendation letters. It's basically you telling us how did high school go for you and the details about that. We're a self-report school. We're the first school in the country, in the Midwest anyway, to do that about 10 years ago. So what that means to you is you don't have to send us a transcript until you graduate from high school. You kind of serve as the virtual or the virtual transcripts to us, letting us know what you've had in your classes. And we're looking for minimums of 4 years of English, 3 years each of math and science, 2 years of social studies. If you're going into the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences or Engineering, they require 2 years of a single foreign language. And we also have 1 additional year of social studies for LAS students. And then you can do all of the things online from our website. It's a rolling admission process. We use a formula to take a look at you and your criteria. And we're also, as a school, doing, you don't have to have your test scores applied to us if you don't want to. It's up to you. Lots of ways you can get those things taken care of. Juniors can do something called the Cycle Advantage Planning Program. Gives us a chance to see what you have on your test schedule right now and give you some suggestions about what you might want to add to it. We have some information on our website too about scholarships or automatic once you apply and get accepted. And then you can also be in touch with me. That's my information right there. I'll put it in the chat as well. And social media is a great way to be in touch with us too. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you, Iowa State University. Up next, we have Loyola University.
Thank you. And I'm going to share my thing. Okay, figured out how to do this. So we have our presentation here. My name is Angie Alama. I'm a Senior Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Loyola Chicago. If you want to reach out to us, this is just some of our contact information. And I'll, of course, drop my contact information in the chat section. Just some notable things about Loyola Chicago. We are located in the city of Chicago. Surprise. Our name didn't tell you that at all. We actually have two different campuses in the city. You're looking at one of them. It's actually the larger of the two, is our Lakeshore campus. And it is home to our largest school, which is only fitting. It's our College of Arts and Sciences. Out of all our over 80 majors that we offer at Loyola, over half of them are going to be housed within our College of Arts and Sciences. We also have a second campus, which is located in the heart of downtown Chicago, just 8 miles south of the Lakeshore campus. And we have about three blocks dedicated to us right off of Michigan Avenue in downtown Chicago. And I will break down, or rather, I just told you that our College of Arts and Sciences is at our Lakeshore campus. So the different majors that are offered at our Water Tower campus include our undergraduate School of Business, as well as our School of Communications, our social work program, as well as our law school, which is located downtown. And I'm missing one, School of Social Work. Talking about our community, we are the largest Jesuit university in the country, and notable for us, we're the only Catholic Jesuit school in Chicago. And what does that mean? It means that we have a strong liberal arts education, which stresses the importance of knowledge, curiosity, global perspective, as well as something called cura personalis, which is Latin for care of the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. Whenever we talk about our Jesuit nature, the question that usually comes up is, what if I'm not Jesuit? Like, am I still welcome? Absolutely. We welcome students from all different religious backgrounds. If you know anything about the Jesuits, they're a very inclusive group. So, we have about 55% of our students identify as Catholic, but we also have the largest Jewish student population of any Chicago school, as well as the largest student-run mosque in the state of Illinois. So we welcome students from all different backgrounds. Speaking of our student population, we have just under 17,000 students who attend Loyola currently. About 12,000 are undergrads, but we're really intentional about keeping our class sizes small. So our average class size is about 26 students. 14:1 is our student to faculty ratio. Now, I do want to take a moment to talk about just our academics, some notable things, because I'm limited in time. But I mentioned that our largest school is our College of Arts and Sciences. It's located on our Lakeshore campus. Some of our top majors are definitely going to be the lab sciences programs. We have both the renowned School of Medicine, as well as the renowned Coboy School of Law. A lot of students thinking about med school, they end up majoring in our laboratory sciences like biology, chemistry, neuroscience are most popular, as well as our engineering program is really popular. Some of our social sciences, psychology, political science are very popular as well as our direct entry nursing program and environmental science. Our Cullen School of Business, noted for the third year in a row as the #1 undergraduate business program in Chicago, is located on our Water Tower campus downtown. Our School of Communication, also located downtown, is home to our multimedia journalism program, as well as our film program. I already mentioned our School of Nursing is located on our Lakeshore campus, the first accredited nursing program in the state of Illinois, one of the few direct entry nursing programs, which includes 7 different clinical rotations, so lots of work experience in various healthcare environments. Our School of Education is entirely immersive. You accumulate 1,100 contact hours as part of that program, which is equatable to 1 full year of school teaching, and includes a certification in ESL for all majors in education. Our School of Social Work is one of over 45 dual degree programs that we offer in 5 years. You can get your bachelor's and master's degree, definitely give you a leg up in the work, finding full-time employment on graduation. Our College of Environmental Sustainability is leading our campus sustainability efforts. And our newest school is our Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, and it is very popular as well. I've already mentioned some of these other stats, but I do want to focus on student life a little bit. We always say if you work hard, you can play hard too. About 250 different student organizations on campus. We do have active Greek life, 19 different sororities and fraternities, 13 Division I sports teams were part of the Missouri Valley Conference, and 26 club sports teams. And just note that we were noted as being the #1 intramural sports school in the country in 2019, which is so random, but we will take those accolades. So if you're interested in intramural sports, we're the place for you. If you're interested in applying to Loyola, the application is open now. It's open your senior year starting August 1st. We have rolling admission. So pretty much we accept applications year round, but we highly recommend students apply by December 1st for priority consideration for both admission and our number of merit scholarships that we offer. Available in 3 different places: our website, our free application is available there, as well as the Common App and the Coalition app. In addition to the application, we just require submission of 1 letter of recommendation from a teacher or counselor and your official high school transcript through your junior year. Optional, we are test optional. We have been, like many schools, since last year, and we will be for the foreseeable future. Also optional, submission of resume and of course, resume and essay, open-ended. Feel free to submit one. We don't do interviews for admissions purposes, so a great way for us to get to know you is through your essay, which, as I mentioned, open-ended, so feel free to chat on a topic of your choice. If you do have any questions, I'll include my contact information in the chat and see some questions coming in for all of us, so I'll conclude a presentation here. And again, my name is Angie Alamo with Loyola Chicago.
Thank you, Loyola. With all that said, that concludes our presentation portion of our session today. But now we're going to transition to the Q&A. So I want to encourage all of our presenters to return. Feel free to turn your cameras on, and I will pose a question to the group. Our presenters will respond to the question in the order in which they presented. So we will start with Palmer first. The question is, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a wonderful question. So for us here at Palmer, we're just excited to have people enter the chiropractic profession. So while we'd love to have you join us, we want to make sure our students explore every single avenue before they choose the right chiropractic college for them. I would say for us, the most thing that we can offer for our students is we offer the 3-legged stool when we teach. Stands for art, philosophy, and science, and that's what we believe makes a well-rounded chiropractor.
I think one thing for us is just really reinforcing the fact that we are on rolling admission, so students can apply at any point throughout their senior year of high school. So we do not have early decision, we do not have early action, and at whatever point a student decides to apply to St. Ambrose, they will be given full and equal consideration for all merit-based scholarships and financial aid. And we are the only fighting bees in the nation. So if nothing else, that makes us stand out.
For Augustana College, I would just say if you are interested in maybe a smaller college, like I mentioned, 18 is the average class size, but then when you step outside of the classroom, there are so many opportunities and organizations to get involved in. Our students truly are engaged and active. It's not a commuter school. Kids don't go home on the weekends. You're truly going to find your place at Augustana. And also to visit, if you can visit, we have our fall visit day coming up on Saturday, October 9th. So we hope to get you guys on campus and see you soon. Thanks.
And for St. Mary's, I would just say that even though we are a smaller private liberal arts women's college, students really have the best of both worlds. You guys can do things over at Notre Dame, have the big school experience, and have the one-on-one attention in the classroom, get to know your professor, and have that individualized experience too.
And I would say for Iowa State, the thing that I want students to know is that even though we have 30,000 people on campus, the average class size is 36. And the largest lecture hall on campus holds 300. So there's nothing amphitheater style like 400, 500, 600, 700 that just doesn't exist on our campus. You do have the ability to get to know people and your professors. And should you want to be involved in research, you can. For a Carnegie One doctoral research university, you can be a research involved in that as early as your freshman year, should you want to.
For Loyola, I would say the takeaway would definitely be service and city. And service being, of course, being a Jesuit institution, our primary focus is social justice, a global perspective. So our students are pretty tapped in early on. We have something called Saturday of Service that kicks off every school year, where we encourage all members of our community to participate in different service opportunities all over Chicago. And speaking of Chicago, the city part is we highly encourage students to connect with the city of Chicago as part of your education education at Loyola. We do that by providing all students with a U-Pass, which basically gives you easy access to the CTA trains and buses. And we also have a lot of different events and partnerships with, Chicago Cubs and the Field Museum, Chicago Museum of Art, to encourage students to get out and really explore the city, even if you're on a budget.
Thank you all. So that concludes our virtual college fair for today. But before we close, I do have a few closing announcements. As you exit from this session, a survey will appear. It's approximately 5 questions or so, but please complete the survey. It's extremely helpful for us as we aim to improve our virtual college fair offerings. Also want to remind you that you can sign up for additional sessions by visiting our registration site. And finally, you will have access to this recording by visiting the website on your screen. With all of that said, I want to thank our amazing presenters for joining us, but also thank you to all of our attendees for taking time out of your busy Sunday. I hope everyone has a great afternoon. Thank you.